afternoon, Los Gatos. Welcome to News at Noon. I'm Jen Malaris, coming at you live from KCAT TV, Los Gatos, with your international, national, sports, weather, and local news. Our top story. A Syrian warplane crashed into a marketplace in the town of Ariha in northwestern Syria on Monday, killing at least 27 people, and many are injured. According to messages of locals, the fighter was an MiG-23. Sources claim that the plane MiG of the Syrian Air Force was shot down by fighters of the Jaish al-Fatah group. The town of Ariha, once a government stronghold, was captured by opposition fighters and Islamic militants in May. The town is in the northwestern province of Idlib, where government forces have suffered setbacks since March, including the loss of the provincial capital, which is also called Idlib. Footage from the scene shows the crumpled remains of a plane with the Syrian flag painted on the side among ruined buildings. Rescue workers and civilians are seen picking through the rubble. Syria's civil war started in March 2011. As a result, more than 220,000 people died. Government troops are resisted by the groups of fighters belonging to various armed groups. In Shanghai, a 35-year-old man fell at the top of an escalator. Video surveillance shows Zhang, a cleaner at the Cloud9 shopping mall, place a cloth at the top of the escalator and step on it to clean the panels at the top of the escalator, to clean the escalator equipment. But before he could start cleaning, the floor panels at the top of the escalator gave way, trapping his left leg. Firefighters eventually rescued Zhang and rushed him to the hospital. His leg was amputated from the calf down in order to prevent the situation from getting worse. Following last week's escalator mishap, this will have been the third escalator accident in China this week. After the break, a limo crashes and wildfires ravage the land. Welcome back, Los Gatos. Now with national news. This past Saturday, near Santa Clarita, California, a limousine crashed into two cars on the 126 freeway at 8:15 p.m. As a result, 11 people were injured, with 5 still in critical condition. Police Sergeant Brian Allen of the Los Gatos County Sheriff's Department revealed that a preliminary investigation indicated that the limo driver was trying to stop because another vehicle had stopped in front of him before and being unable to take a brake due to the weight of the limousine. The limo skidded into the car in front of it, causing both cars to go out of control. The Department of the Sheriff of Los Angeles reported that no arrest was made and the incident investigation proceeds. 11 people were transported to hospitals, 5 of whom were in critical condition, the Sheriff's Department said. The nature of their injuries was not immediately known. The California city of Santa Clarita was also the location of the 2013 car accident that killed Fast and Furious star Paul Walker. Just north of San Francisco in Clear Lake, an enormous wildfire has spread across a span of around 47,000 acres, torching everything in its path. The Rocky Fire, as it's called, was only 5% contained early Sunday afternoon and has forced thousands to evacuate their homes and seek shelter. Not only does the heat of the summer months factor into the cause of wildfires like these, but the drought in California does too. Wildfire rates have dramatically increased since the start of the drought, some of which have even occurred in national and state park areas. For example, a fire currently burning in Yosemite National Park has killed off part of a rare group of sequoias, plus other sections of the forest. Also, just like the Rocky Fire near Clear Lake, residents from the around 50 homes in the forested community have been evacuated because of fire danger. Thankfully, they will be returning to their homes in a matter of days, since the fire is on its way to be fully contained. Now, to the other side of Los Gatos with Gina on the drought.
Thanks, Jenna. As many of you know, us Californians are in a drought and water is becoming more and more valuable each day. Due to this, many are making an effort to preserve water. Today I am here at Los Gatos High School which is currently being renovated in order to save water and money. This project, paid for by voter-approved Measure E funds, is expected to cost around $99 million. The plan is to convert over 75% of the school's grass to artificial turf, which requires less water for maintenance. The school's front lawn, however, will remain untouched due to its iconic historic value of being the place of school lunches and community events. Los Gatos High School is currently working with the Water District on rebates of up to $50,000 per grass-illuminated property. Turf does need to be washed down for dust and hygiene purposes, but every square foot of natural grass that is replaced with artificial turf saves 55 gallons of water per year. While saving money is one of the biggest priorities of saving water, the high school board of trustees has made maintaining student uses and activities, including the swimming pool, the main priority of this project. That's all for today. Back to you, Jenna.
Thanks, Gina. The Boy Scouts of America lifted its ban on gay youth in 2013. However, the ban on openly gay leaders still remained. This approach has heavily divided the body of the 105-year-old organization. Despite the strong disapproval of the Mormon Church, the Boy Scouts of America finally and proudly announced the lift on gay leaders on July 27, 2015, thus removing the last bans on homosexuals. Once gay marriage was legalized in all 50 states, more people decided to help lead them with their case. Hang tight, Los Gas, for after this commercial break, we'll be back with local news.
Honey, it's gonna be okay.
It's dead.
Maybe it's just that...
It's dead.
Well, we'll get you a new one.
It won't be the same.
You're right. Could be plasma.
Hey, your TV's dead.
I'm okay with this.
Now you can recycle it and keep California's environment alive. Visit erecycle.org for more.
And now for our local box office review. The two movies playing at the Los Gas movie theater are Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, and Mr. Holmes. The fifth movie in the best-selling Mission Impossible series stars Tom Cruise hiding out from the CIA in Europe and eradicating the Syndicate, an international rogue organization committed to taking down the IMF, or the Impossible Missions Force. Mission Impossible grossed $56 million in its first weekend in 3,956 locations. Meanwhile, upstairs in the theater, an aged Sherlock Holmes looks back on his life and solves one last unsolved mystery. Mr. Holmes has made $10.3 million since July 17th, when it was released to limited theaters across the nation. Make sure to check out the new movies at our very own Los Gas Theater. This is your sports newscast. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are the early favorites to win the Super Bowl, which is very impressive since their training camps are just starting. Dez Bryant was involved in a Cowboys training camp scuffle that's only big because Dez is a huge name and an emotionally charged dude that people love to scream about. It's two great competitors. I was giving him a little bit of mouth, talking a whole bunch of stuff to him, Bryant said. He was talking back to me and we just escalated to the next play. We shook hands, we hugged, and we respect one another. Minnesota official team account tweeted out Monday morning that it's family day and included a fairly adorable picture of Aiden Peterson kissing a kid. This is awkward because Peterson previously was involved in a Texas incident involving his child and an allegation of abuse. Pearson says he's not a child abuser, but he missed almost all of 2014 while spending time on the commissioner's exempt list and entered a no-contest plea, as in he didn't contest the charges, and was promptly suspended by the NFL. In baseball news, San Francisco Giants beat the Texas Rangers 9-7. Cole Hamels, the Rangers' starting pitcher for that game, understood not getting to finish the 8th inning of his debut with the Texas Rangers. Hamels, who threw a no-hitter in his final start for Philadelphia, walked off the mound with a 3-run lead over the San Francisco Giants after giving up a 2-run double on his 97th pitch Saturday night. 3 batters later, the score was tied, and the Rangers went on to lose 9-7 in 11 innings. The San Francisco Giants are trailing the LA Dodgers in the National League West by 3 games. The Giants are in second place and are ahead of the San Diego Padres by 6 games. Now, here's Seiki with the weather.
Thanks, Jenna. As we saw in the morning, there were overcast skies and it was a bit cool, but the clouds should clear up and it should be a bright and sunny day here in Los Gatos. The high for today will be 80 and the low will be 55. On Tuesday, the temperature should drop a little, but it may feel much cooler due to the partly cloudy skies. The high will be 79 and the low will be 55. For Wednesday, expect clear skies and a high of 83 and a low of 57. By Thursday, the temperature will have risen with a high of 86 and a low of 57. On Friday, the temperature will have dropped substantially with a high of 76 and a low of 56. Now for national weather. The drought continues throughout the west coast as temperatures rise and rain continues to disappear, and it doesn't seem to be getting much better. Meteorologists have predicted no happy future. On the flip side of the coin, the east coast, more particularly Florida, has seen massive rainfall and more to come. Rip currents have created havoc along the coast, with several people injured and 1 killed. We'll be back with Jenna after a short break.
It greeted you at birth. It was there for your first step, your first mistake, your first kiss. It's with you when you win, when you lose, when you pick yourself up again. In every moment, you can feel it. Life. Human right number 3, the right to life. What are human rights? Find out at youthforhumanrights.org.
Today is National Watermelon Day. Watermelon is a delicious summer fruit that has become a staple at family picnics and cookouts. Did you know that watermelon are 92% water? No wonder they're so refreshing. To celebrate National Watermelon Day, have some watermelon for dessert tonight. Slice it up and eat it plain, cook it on the grill, mix it into a salsa, or blend it into a cocktail. You can find out more at www.watermelon.com. Enjoy! Also, today starts International Dog Assistance Week. International Assistance Dog Week was created to recognize all of the devoted, hardworking assistance dogs helping individuals mitigate their disability-related limitations. Assistance dogs transform the lives of their human partners with debilitating physical and mental disabilities by serving as their companion, helper, aide, best friend, and close member of their family. International Assistance Dog Week was established due to the efforts of Marcy Davis, a paraplegic for over 35 years and CEO of Davis Innovations. Davis is the author of Working Like Dogs, the Service Dog Guidebook, checklists and practical tips to provide the reader with an A to Z guide about service dogs. As a member of a service dog team, she founded Working Like Dogs to honor assistance dogs around the world and is sponsoring International Assistance Dog Week. To wrap up, today in history, Germany declared war against France in the year 1914. Some of today's celebrity birthdays include Tom Brady, a famous football quarterback who was born on this day in 1977. Martha Stewart was also born today in 1941. Thanks for tuning in, Los Gatos. We'll see you tomorrow.